Oh, I missed my button. What's going on, guys? Sunday, AMA. So ask some questions. Hopefully we got answers. We probably don't, but we can pretend we do, right? Isn't that what it's all about? Fake it till you make it. Best day of the week, Nate G. Sunday? Sunday's the best day for you? Why is that? Why is Sunday your best day? Most people hate Sunday. Well, the end of Sunday. When you go to bed on Sunday night, people are like, oh no, Monday is happening when I get up. So that could be the worst time for a lot of people. Anyway, we do have Ogre MGTOW. What is happening? Travelers Travels, Frank B. Zagatti, The Pirate, Bad Cat, Ogre MGTOW, J Rod, Toxic Miner, JFA, what is that? J Styles, Malikman, Red Jasper King, Grey Wolf Mining. Where's my button here? Fudweiser, 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 Fudweiser. Nice. Tommy Coin, what's happening? Tommy Coin, Ogre MGTW again. Nate G, not too many people happening. Everyone's still sleeping in. You guys have a rough night last night. Like, seriously, what's going on? Is your theme song from Doctor Who? I don't think so, but I don't know. You know, these days there's like 100 songs that sound the same. So I don't know. There could be a part of it in there somewhere. I don't think I've ever seen Doctor Who, so I'm not 100% sure what the Doctor Who theme song even is. So we'll have to see. Over on the Twitch there, I do see the Scafer, the Rio 6969, Jock Miners over there. Hi, Jock Miner and Rio. What's happening? On the talks there, I see a Darala Jalaskoya joined. I butchered that one 100%. And nobody hanging out on the kicks there. What's up with Rig 5? Rig 5 is on break for now. Most of my rigs are on break for now. I guess CPUs and GPUs have been on break. I haven't looked into much for the CPU side. As mentioned, Factoring sounds like it could be okay. It kind of took a nosedive, but it's also a proof of bandwidth coin. Even though it's CPU mineable coin, you need a crap ton of internet per rig, and I don't even have the internet to run one rig, let alone all of them. So yeah, I'm definitely limited on that. So not too sure. Don't mind me mining. How are you? I'm all right, I think, for now. This second, stuff feel a little weird, but yeah, okay. I don't know. Crypto's in rough times, rough times, and hopefully we get some type of comeback here. I unplugged all my rigs and I started being profitable. Oh man, I'm still waiting for my power bill to slowly trickle on down, and then as soon as I do that, when it starts getting to the point where I'm going to notice an actual cut on my power bill, then I have to test out a new miner. Oh my gosh. But at least these ones, in theory, would at least cover their power costs for now. One being the AE box. And I got to see, I don't remember when I actually did that one video. I'm going to actually pull something up here and look at something. No, not there. Not there. Maybe I could just go back. If I just go back to the pool and log in, that might help actually. Okay, where is it? Sign up, sign in. Oh, there we go. Leo. Oh, do they have it all? Daily. Oh, I can't even see. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to the. Oh, I guess it was over here. Yeah. So I guess when was this? May. Right. Is that February? I'm confused. Let's just look at this for a second. All right, so I just flashbanged you guys. I apologize for that. But coming in, looking at previously, so is this freaking... Yeah, that makes sense. These are all in February. So in February, we were mining about, 44, 49. We had some weird days here of 79 and 40. So I don't know what happened there, like major hash drops, but the hash rate looked the same. Don't know, but you see 40, 44, 47, 45, 38. And this is back in February. Or I guess last month, a month ago, and then they've been out for there. So, how are yields doing today? I was just kind of checking this morning, and it's been a month since these ASIC have been online, and coming into here, we're still in the 40s for payouts. So I don't know if the network hash rate really did anything. Here's yesterday's Aleo, got 44.62. You guys can't see that, so I'm going to have to adjust. There we go. 44.62. So we're like a month later and we're still seeing good yields, which is what I was kind of thinking could possibly happen, is because no one's really buying these miners because they're tired of what happened with Kaspa. Obviously, Kaspa has a double whammy where one, it got nailed with hash rate because the profitability was huge, and two, the block rewards continue to drop all the time. So that's a double whammy where you keep losing rewards every single month on top of hash rate increase. And then everyone, you know, because initial Kaspa ASICs were super profitable, everyone jumped into the Alephium ASICs like day one. They didn't even give it a chance to even take a look and realize what's about to happen. They saw, okay, I missed out on Kaspa, I'm buying Alephium, and they just flooded it like day one, boom, sold out everywhere, and then all this hash rate hit it, and it was just dead from the get-go. So everyone's kind of taking a step back. They're like, whoa, we seen what happened with Kaspa. It slowly went to a death. Alephium was dead right out of the start here, and now another ASIC's releasing, you know, I'm not even touching it. And now we're seeing that the profitability, or I guess yields, are actually staying. Now, someone put a comment the other day, I noticed in the past week that, you know, the Leo profits have been dropping a lot. So that's pretty sure that's due to the price, because the yields are still here from a month ago because people aren't buying these miners. Now, we still have yet to be determined when Ice River releases their mines. They do ship next month. So that'll really tell, you know, how many people are going to be buying, because Ice River miner is way better than the gold shell miners, hands down. You know, 100 watts for 50 mega hash, where this is 255, 300 watts for only 35 mega hash or so. So yeah, absolutely crazy here. So when Ice River releases, we're definitely going to be watching the network. But so far, it's been a month of the AE boxes, and the yields are still exactly the same. So that's good. That's a good thing. And Bitmain is delayed. Remember, the longer Bitmain delays, the better it is for everyone else before. That way you can collect as many coins as possible, so that when hopefully a Bitmain pump does come on a Leo, you'll easily ROI those machines. But right now, because they are first, they are pretty expensive, and it's a pretty hefty price. Now, obviously, the price of those things are going to drop moving forward as soon as Bitmain releases or all the hash rate comes on. But once that point happens, you know, you're not going to be getting any coins anymore. That's why the price drops, because they're not making anything at that point. All right, coming back into the chat here, let's take a look here. Anything interesting? Virus and Factorn, Warthog, Kaspa and Alephium. J-Rod's on the cat. Yeah, I'm on Kaspa because I even have the miners sitting away on, like, I don't even want to look at the numbers. It is so sad. ASIC miners. What's the KS5L at? KS5L. -$5. Like, I got this down to 8 cents right now because I do got this hosted at Metered Mining. Check out Metered Mining if you're looking for hosting. But, oh, wow. Even at 8 cents, I'm still -$2. Like, I got to talk and see what's going on here, because it is like a contract for 1 year. So I don't know if I can get them to turn this off or not. But I'm mining at a loss of $2.23 at 8 cent power. That's pretty freaking sad. That's not pretty sad. That's greatly, deeply high sadness going on there. Is, you know, pretty cheap power here, and it's still -$2.23. Like, you should be just buying. If I want to just recoup this, buy the coin for the amount of power, I'd be getting an extra $2.23 a day worth of Kaspa. So how much extra Kaspa would that be in terms of what's the current price of Kaspa, because it's also down so much? So current price of Kaspa is 7.6 cents. You know what? I could just bring that up right here. So 223. I'm just going to put 223 into my calculator. 223. Divide that by, let's find Kaspa on here now. 0.76 cents. 0.07617. I'd be getting an extra 29 Kaspa a day buying the coin for the same amount of power that I'm using to mine it. So in theory, I'm losing 29.97 Kaspa. If Kaspa does go to $1, you're losing almost $30 a day, because you are frickin' losing that for power costs. So that is insane. That is absolutely crazy, and it just sucks. It just sucks. Yeah, I could replace it with another ASIC for sure. I don't have any other actual ones. I got the 850. Like, I wonder what this is. You know, if this is making more, maybe it's a better option. Let's just come into, and if this is the case, I never thought I'd see the day where other miners or Bitcoin is making more than other miners. But I do have the A1566 here. Now it's in between here. It's 212 terahash. So I guess let's go on the 185. Oh my gosh. You guys see this? Oh my gosh. It's positive. $2.88 mining Bitcoin. It's in the pluses. A Bitcoin ASIC is more profitable than Kaspa ASIC. Like, usually Bitcoin for a whole miner, for anyone, this is 8-cent power, mind you. But the point here is a Bitcoin miner is making more. And Bitcoin's down quite a bit compared to what it was. So, wow. All right, you know, it's time to mine Bitcoin. Screw this. Kaspa, go. Where's my button? I need my sensor button because Kaspa's done. Is Mara going to be... Mara must be done with Kaspa soon also. If this is the case, the whole reason Mara Digital got into mining Kaspa was to get more Bitcoin cheaper because it was more profitable. Now we're seeing Bitcoin miners more profitable than Kaspa miners. Therefore, it doesn't make any sense to mine Kaspa if you want Bitcoin. Oh, man. Zeph is making more. Is it? Well, probably, yeah. You know, because I guess XT Exchange. That's right. XT Exchange is live right now. Let's bring up my spreadsheet. Let's see what all the numbers are currently looking like right now. Coming into here. Where is mining pool stats? Bring up mining pool stats here. Let's take a look at Zeph. What is the numbers looking like on the good old Zephyr today? Oh, we got some pluses, so that's good here. 196 mega hash. So when was the last time I checked this out? I know it's hard for you guys to see this right now. I apologize, but it's a big screen. 196 mega hash. Zeph is right here. What the heck? Hash rate went up quite a bit. Hash rate's picking up on Zeph, guys. 196. It was at 135 when I was looking at it last time. So we're already losing yields. So 196, that's what he said, 196 mega hash. Yeah, at 0.57 cents. Zeph was, oh, I don't even have the last price. 0.57, is that what we are at? 57 cents? Yeah, 57.5 cents. We got to get that extra half cent in there. It matters. Every cent matters. It's only paying $2,900 a day to miners. Not very much at all. 22 kilohash, 33 cents. Ouch. 170 watts. Let's see here. 170 watts times 24. Divide that by 1,000. 4.08 kilowatt hours. Times that by my power price at home is 12 cents. Oh, it costs 48 cents to mine on that. Let's try 8 cents. If I was to send these to any type of hosting, that's 32 cents. So it'd be making half a cent at 8-cent power, which I don't have. So Zeph's not looking too hot this moment because the hash rate has gone up, you know, like freaking 50 mega hash or something. So we are getting hash rate boost here. That kind of sucks. So damn. We missed it. We missed the boat. People are going back on Zeph. Techman, thank you very much for the US $5. That could probably buy me a brand new CPU here in Canada. Awesome. Get well soon, buddy. Yeah, working on it. Hopefully everything's out. Rabid controls Zeph. Yes, I control Zeph. I tell Zeph what to do when it does it. So when I tell you it's going to hit $400, that's all I got to say. Case closed. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Whatever. You know, I'm all happy if it hits $5 again. Especially mining right now. Let's take a look at the yields. Going back into here. And looking at the actual yields of this, let's just jump. Where's Zeph? Zephyr, where are you again? I lost you. Crap. Zero, Babacoin. Zeph, oh, right here. 0.57. So, yeah, you're getting 0.57 coins a day right now. So, little over half a Zeph on a single rig. So, in 2 days, you know, you're over a Zeph. $400. Zeph, you know, it's just times this by something. It's not going to hit $400. Let's say it hits $5. You know what? I don't even have to use calculator stuff. I can adjust this. What am I thinking? $5 Zeph right now on a 7950X would be $2.87 a day. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now, obviously, on the climb up to $5, we're probably going to be sitting around back to a gigahash is going to be hanging out in Zeph. So that means your hash, you're not going to be getting hardly any coins at that point because that's the way things work. Now, let's imagine $400 Zeph, guys. If Zeph hits $400, can you imagine a single 7950X making about $230 a day? That is OP. That is what we want. That is exactly what we want. But it's not at that, guys. It's nowhere near that right now. We're at 57.5 or something crazy like that. Something nowhere near where we wish it would be. Oh, man. We can dream. Yes, there's always dreaming. You know, just do something to put a smile on your face. But I'm guessing it's still better to buy on my 14-cent electric rate. Oh, are we talking about Bitcoin mining still there, Jacob? Or are we talking about something else then? Let's take a look at 14 cents. If it was, or are we talking about something else? I don't know what we're talking about right now. Dang, I was just looking at that low difficulty, getting almost 0.5 Zeph per day on a single 5950X. Nice. Almost, what is it at? Let me check this. Zeph, 59. Oh, what was, crap. What's the hash rate on a 5950X on an XMR? I forget. Totally forgot what the hash rate is. Is that about 17 kilohash or something? 17? 16? 15? I don't remember. Oh, Zeph CPU mining, yeah. 15. I don't even know. Let's say 17 kilohash. It's 0.444 Zeph a day. I can't remember what they are. Maybe I should throw 67950 X3D rigs on Zeph. Maybe, you never know. You know, that's why, you know, I kind of went over that description in, where is it? This video right here. It finally happened, you know, saying how the yields are picking up on a bunch of coins because people are actually shutting off their hash rate. And that's kind of where I went over the point where we come into Zephyr. Where the heck is it? And I use Zeph as my main point in that video, but, you know, the same thing applies for other coins as well. But now I can't find out where the heck I put that right here. So let's just bring up Zeph here. Quick example is, so I was pretty much mentioning, ignore everything before. Obviously, even before this, it was super high and Zephyr was at $50 or something. But even if you're mining before that and it went up to that and you missed it, ignore everything that has happened from today before. No, ignore everything yesterday and before that. Ignore it all. Pretend nothing even ever happened. And now moving forward, you're mining a coin at 44 cents. And it's not going to take much to go to 88 cents. It's probably going to easily push past $1 or $2, depending on what happens with the audit or if the change just dies afterwards. Like, we have no idea. But if it's even a half successful audit and everything continues to move forward, then we could at least see 88 cents $1 plus, you know, fairly easy, I believe, which means everything you're mining right now is an easy 2x, 2.5x at that point. I think, you know, if everything goes good on Zeph, it should easily hit, you know, $3 to $5 again, which is, in theory, something we're looking for. That is what is, you know, let's just go, let's say $5 divided by 0.43, you know, that's an 11.6x. So an 11.5x, almost 12x from where it is right now. That's pretty freaking good. You know, that's pretty amazing in terms of long-term profit. Obviously, you know, you buy the coin people out there. You can definitely just do that as well. Although xt.com here is allowing deposits of Zeph and selling and stuff. But they're not supposed to be, so I don't know how long that's going to go on for. So, but people are buying and selling on xt.com, even though you're not supposed to be able to deposit or withdraw any Zeph. They're allowing it. Don't know why. Not sure what's that issue. Not sure what's happening there, but they're doing it. But yeah, you know, just take a look at some of the coins right now. If it's down a lot, I really think sometime this year we're going to see that altcoin season hit and things are really going to start exploding. So shake it all off, you know, pretend, you know, the past 4 or 5 years never even happened and just be like, wow, you know what? We're about to send things to the moon. Things are damn near at their lows. Right now is when a lot of the profits are going to be found. Getting those yields now, and before they pump. Because remember, guys, when those things pump, you're not going to make anything. You know, Raven coin could pump up to who knows what, whatever its past all-time high was, and it's going to be making less than it is right now because all that hash rate is going to come swinging in. Zephyr, all that hash rate from Monero and everything is going to jump on all the bots, all the botnets, everything is just going to be jumping on Zephyr. We're going to see 2 to 5 giga hash hit the network on Zephyr on top of other miners. Like, it's going to be insane depending on the price that they go, obviously. You know, if Monero, it's going to start going to $400, we'll see another 1 or 2 giga hash on top of the 2 to 3 that's been on there. So we can see Monero hit 5, 6 giga hash at its peak. So, you know, all the hash rate floods to where the coins are going up. So at that point, you're not going to get any yields at all and probably making less than you would be, you know, definitely, especially right now, even though the coin is out as low and everything. Micro Center has 9950X bundle, motherboard, 32 gigabytes DDR RAM and CPUs for $649. It's not too bad. Oh, 9950X though. I thought you were talking about the X3D. Well, actually that's not a bad price. I'm not sure what that is in Canadian. So 650 to Canadian is what? 650 to CAD. Oh no, I don't want that. I want 650 USD to CAD is what is it? $933. It's not too bad. You know, it's a decent price actually, I think. Usually to build a 7000 series rig, it's around that $1,000 mark, 900 to 1100, depending on what you go with. So it's around the same cost as building 7000 series based on that. So that's actually not too shabby of a price for that. But, and it is in theory, it is a better CPU because it is more efficient stuff than the 7950X. But the major issue was it's still performing pretty close to the same. You're not really noticing any much of a difference. It is slightly more efficient, but the cost was so much more expensive over the 7000 series that it didn't make any sense to do. So, but now that they're actually about the same price, you know, it does kind of make sense to build that one instead. Plus, it's also newer and, you know, appeal to people that always want the latest and greatest stuff. If you want resale value, the resale will be there longer than 7000. I blame the Lambo. What are you blaming the Lambo for? Why? Oh, Yeti, what's going on? What's happening? What are you doing? What's shellacking? I looked at getting back into Zeph, but Zedrix no longer accepts it. Yeah, it doesn't accept it. Well, no one is. No one's allowed to accept it right now. That's the thing with Zeph. Everything is shut down. XT, for some reason, is still allowing that. So everything's shut down. No exchanges are allowed to deposit or withdraw because they don't want coins and stuff switching hands and wallets and all this stuff while they do the audit process, which didn't start yet. That's starting next month in April. There's going to be a download for people to get an update of, I guess they're doing a hard fork or something on the chain. And then everyone will download the latest wallet. And then that's when the audit process is going to start. And then once that's done, then we'll get the results, and that will determine is Zeph going to end up in the gutter and dead, or is it going to have some life, or is it just going to explode and go to where we always hoped it would go? You know, we have no idea where it's going to happen. We have to wait for that process to go through and see what happens there. Yeah, I left Zedrix, gone to XT. I'm still hoping I can get my fact out of Zedrix. Withdrawals still disabled. Oh, Factorn. All withdrawals or just Factorn? Some people were pulling coins out. I still haven't tried to see if I could move any of my ward or not yet, but I have seen people, or they told me that they moved theirs out, so I'm not sure what's going on. We'll see. Use Rabid. So why hash rate's going up on Zeph if it's paused? Because people are just looking into it. The price is up a little bit. You know, some people are probably maybe just trying to sell that on XT like you are. But, you know, that could be a thing. People are using the one exchange that's allowing it to go through. But, you know, I'm just holding my coins and hopefully it does something because I still think it's way too early in the cycles for anything to even happen. Anything. Like nothing is in theory. Based on cycle, like we don't know. Everything's been happening about a month earlier. So in theory, we might see the first wave of altcoin season happen next month instead of May. But like usually coins aren't supposed to be doing anything right now anyway. So like I know everyone's in a huff, everything's up and down, mostly following the Bitcoin market, yada yada yada. But when it comes to altcoins and stuff, like basically they shouldn't really be doing anything at all right now in the first place. Like let's look at Raven for an example. Let's go look at a couple altcoins just because. Now we go into all here and we look at this section. So let's just look at this section right here before it explodes. Then we'll come into here. So what time frame is this? So this is 2019, and obviously the peak here was in 2021, January, February, March, April. Oh, that was in April. So this actually happened in April. So if it's a month early, in theory, if it's a month early, Raven coin should be pumping sometime this month. So based on everything that's going on, I think we're done for maybe. But anyway, coming in, here is all of 2020 pretty much. Here's all of the whole entire year of 2020 leading in 2025 is look, it went up, it didn't even go up. It's just dead. Red, you have the all glips. So this is kind of what we're going through right now. Up, down, up, down, up, down. And then a big drop here at the end and nothing. And then all of a sudden 2021 hits and it's, dead, 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 dead. This is where we are right now. This is exactly where we are right now. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, for no apparent reason, here's altcoin season, wave one. Kaboom! Then it's dead. And it slides, to a death to where we are now. That is altcoin season. That's how it works. Don't do anything, and then they just pump out of nowhere, and then we're all rich, and then it's dead if you missed the boat. Let's take a look at Ergo, another prime example. Let's come into Ergo here, just before where it pumped. Come into here, bring it back a bit. Now, where are we at here? Here's 2019 coming in. Like, when did this pump here? This was in later on in the year in 2021. But here we are, the entire year of 2020, dead, 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 dead. Past 2 years, dead, dead, nothing, 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 dead, dead, dead. Ergo sucks. Ergo's going to die. Nothing, nope mining. It's not worth it. It's trash. This is where all that talk happens right here. Ergo mining's dead, everything. And then we come into here. Now we're coming up. And here's where we are right now based on pretty much the system. We're sitting right here again. Nothing happening. Everything's dead. And all of a sudden, kaboom, out of nowhere. We have rocket ships. Everyone has smiles on their face saying, yes, this is the best thing ever. I'm glad I mined myself a bag back in here when nobody else wanted to. And this is where we're sitting right now, waiting for this point. What other coins do we have around then? Flux was a late bloomer. Hopefully it does something. Flux was really late on this situation. But let's just move this one back. This actually happened in January after the whole Bitcoin thing, but it was dead the entire time until it wasn't. So here you can see in 2022, this is January 2022, Bitcoin and everything did its major pump back in about this stage here. So it's seen its first run up same time as Bitcoin. But before that, look at this. All of 2020 was just nothing. Dead, 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 dead. We got some spikes and we got some downs and we're leading into where we are right now. Right now, we're in this area right here. And then for no apparent reason, Flux goes to the moon. That's altcoin season. They're all dead. Every coin we mine, everything we do, they're all dead coins. There's no bull run on any of these altcoins. They're all dead, 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 dead. And then they're not. That's an altcoin season. That's how altcoins work. Before we had a core coin, 2021, we were all mining Ethereum. It was a core coin, started pumping. It remained high and it stayed high for quite some time, like Bitcoin. Stays high for a good, a year or so. And then it starts to dip and, falls into that bear market. We don't have that. We're mining altcoins. They're all garbage. They're all trash. And they're not doing anything. They do nothing. They're flatline dead. They spike out of nowhere. If you miss that spike, you miss the boat, and you got to wait another 4 years. It's going to be a fast, quick cycle for all of us miners because we're all mining altcoins waiting for altcoin season, and all altcoins are pretty much a dead end until they're not a dead end. Out of nowhere, these things just pump. That's pretty much in a nutshell. So in theory, we are technically right on schedule for doing nothing because we're not supposed to do anything yet in terms of this. So does that kind of make sense to you guys? You guys kind of understand? So I still have high hopes for the 2021 bull cycle in terms of altcoins because we're still waiting for that altcoin season to start. And none of our coins should be pumping any time right now anyway in the first place. Flux pump during the AI conference. Same conference is coming up again. Nice. When's the AI conference starting? Is it the same time? Is it happening in January, coming up next week? So maybe, we have to wait till January. If you got your Flux bags ready, get your nodes out, pull all your coins out of your Flux nodes if you have anything locked up. If they If you run them at home, it sounds like they're not locked up, but if you're running them on the hosted nodes and stuff, then they're possibly locked up. So check your time periods and stuff. Get ready to withdraw that stuff because you're not going to want to miss it. What do I think of Chlor AI? You know what? I don't know. I don't know anything about coins and blockchains. I'm just a stupid miner. I don't really follow anything. I just look for mining profits, what to mine. I look at hash rates and miners. That's it. As for the coins themselves, I don't really know. I don't know what they're doing. Chlor AI seems interesting. Now, is Yeti still here? Is Yeti still here? Because Chlor AI has the rental thing. Now, I know Dynex is doing that as well. It's different, though, obviously. It's what is it? Medical stuff? I'm not 100% sure how all these things work. I got to be honest with you. I don't know nothing about this stuff. But what is it? Whoa, what year is this? 2023. Oh, I got listed on CoinMarketCap pretty late. So we've seen 124 in 2023 down. But yeah, this is where we're supposed to be, so hopefully. So Dynex in theory has been all bear market. It's been all bear. It's not seen a bull run based on this. I don't remember when this really, does it have a date on when Dynex released here? So, if this is anything to consider, $1.24, $5 to $10 Dynex might seem pretty nice. And imagine if Dynex goes to $5 to $10 when it's only sitting at 4 cents right now. That's a huge gain, absolutely huge gain. But again, I don't know. There's no data to look at this. As I mentioned earlier, all altcoins are currently dead until they're not. And when they're not, that rise up in altcoin season is huge. It's absolutely huge. So, these are going to look like little mini red flat lines over here, potentially compared to a full-blown altcoin season, if it comes. So, I got high hopes for every proof of work coin. Just hopefully something, they all do something good and they bring money and attraction to them. But as for Chlor AI, they got something interesting going on, but it seems like ever since, I don't know what came out first, honestly. Vast was Vast before Chlor and everything, before they started adding the market, the rental marketplace and stuff. They're all seem like they're doing the same thing. You rent on Vast, you're pretty much all you're doing is crypto AI stuff, or people are renting your rigs to mine other coins. You go to Chlor, it's pretty much the same thing in my eyes, is that you're still just renting out for other people to use your rigs for the same projects, but you have different options of either getting Bitcoin or Chlor in that case. And then, but Dynex I do think is doing different stuff out there. Again, it's actual supposed to be real stuff, not renting your hash rate to go mine do the same thing as Vast or Chlor stuff. So there is different stuff happening out there, but I'm not 100% sure how any of this stuff works at all. Zero, none. I've heard Vast is where it's at. And I think Vast is, I've heard that a lot too. I haven't set up a Vast rig. Maybe that's where I should just do is make Vast rigs. But Vast is also a good place to learn. If you watch, it's only based on Linux, as last I remember or heard, unless they changed it and made a Windows version. But you can only do it in Linux. And it's a good way to also use one Vast rig, because that's how a lot of people found out about Cubic at first. Vast was mining Cubic, I don't even know, a couple of weeks to a month before anyone even knew about Cubic mining and stuff. Before it really got blowing, and then they started making the videos like, wow, this is extremely profitable. We were making a lot of money. Obviously, the price tanked and stuff since then, like every new coin does. But it was on Vast first. So Vast is also a nice, easy setup. But not easy setup, but, it's a nice thing to set up and kind of watch what miner it's using and what it's kind of mining that people are renting for. Because it might trigger something, say, hey, you know what? That's a new coin. I don't recognize it. What is that? Look into it. Maybe you're looking up the algorithm. Maybe the miner is being used and something will pop up somewhere and be like, ding, ding, new coin, pointing all my rigs on that, shut off Vast for a little while, something like that. That I think that was something I haven't done yet and I've been wanting to do for a while, is use Vast for my own benefit of not profitability, but searching to see where brand new coins might be popping up. Huh? You guys ever think about that? Might be a good idea. I'm onto something here, because I remember it was hilarious. Everyone's talking about before Cubic even got big, turning back on that, you know, you've seen a lot of people, I know Mining King and I think Hawk and everyone, they were heavy in the Vast at that time. And the Vast was very profitable. Like it was making what, $10, $12 on a Vast rig or something like that a day and stuff. Maybe more, I don't remember. But then when we found out about it, all it was doing was mining cubic very, very early. So, you know, you can utilize these tools to figure out what to mine also. So I want to do that, but I haven't done it yet. So I got to look into it. Another thing I think with Vast is because it's probably been around the long, actually, you know, in theory, Fluxes wants to do all this stuff. They're kind of in the same boat as, you know, the Chlor and everything, the rentals and all that. Flux looks like it's still trying to PR to consumer grade hardware and all of us out there and miners, but I think they're also backdooring secretly, you know, and everyone's going to get mad at me because that team gets mad really easy. But I think they're also trying to move away from consumer in the back end to bring more corporate money in, and they're catering a little more to the big guys. You guys saw that NVIDIA partnership. You know, I kind of heard some rumors about it, but there's no consumer grade stuff in there at all. They were like, nothing in there. There's no, like, I'm not going to go out and buy a $200,000 NVIDIA AI GPU like Elon Musk buying hundreds of thousands of them. And that's kind of what they're kind of slowly trying to do in the background. That's not us. We can't do that, and we can't compete with that. So I don't really know, you know, but, you know, long term, you know, they are doing the whole ecosystem thing. So I think long term Flux does have big potential, but it all comes down to adoption. And in the world that we're currently in, meme coins get more adopted than real projects. So I think everything is currently, no matter how good your project is, it's currently going to be a failure just due to what's going on is all the quick get rich now type of things that the majority of people are in for crypto are just in for stupid meme coins, and they don't care about the project. So there's no adoption happening there. You know, you release a brand new stupid meme coin, it gets $1 million, or not $1 million, but you know, it gets a decent amount of volume in 24 hours. Binance lists it the next day for free. You want to get your token listed on there, they got to say, oh, we got security checks, and we got this check, and we got that check. We got to do this check. Oh, don't forget to give us $1 million to list it as well. If you got trading volume and adoption from stupid meme coins, they'll list it in a heartbeat because they want those trading fees. But if you're, you know, you're a real project trying to come in, you got to go through steps and hoops and everything, plus pay them. They don't care about your coins. They care about money. Obviously, money talks everywhere. And if you got the trading volume, these exchanges will list you no issues whatsoever. They'll drop their pads and bend over for you if you got the frickin' enough trading volume happening. Rud Pot. See that? I want to make a video on that.
Red Pot's nuclear power.
All right. So that's one thing I want to make a video on because I find that interesting and funny at the same time. For 3 to 4 years, we're on Rabid rant section now, guys. Let's talk about this. Web frickin' 3 BS. What is Web 3 and Web 3? You guys, anybody actually know what Web 3 is? Everywhere you look, you see best Web 3 this, Web 3 the future, Web 3, Web 3, Web 3. But nobody knows what Web 3 is. In my mind, Googling it and doing things, you know, Web 3 is supposed to be a decentralized internet, going out there and, you know, something the government can't shut down. It's the decentralized, you know, nodes, all this stuff. You know, that's something Flux is doing. They're running the nodes. You can run WordPress and everything off there, a decentralized version of the web. Yes, awesome. But no one really has a Web 3. There's no Web 3 out there. TELUS can shut down your internet tomorrow. Your node's not going to be running with no internet. Like, seriously. You know, you go out there, AT&T, oh, let's cut the internet to these 5 states. Your Flux node's not going to be running with no internet. That's not a decentralized web. We need to start from the basis up and come up. You know, we can't even run Helium Mobile in Canada because Canada's blocking the frickin' anybody else from coming in for competitors in terms of our service. So now our bills are super high and we can't get anybody else. But meanwhile, a lot of people are making a lot of money on this mobile thing and we can't even run the 5G Helium network in Canada. So that sucks. And, you know, and that's the whole reason. It's not decentralized if you can't even get your foot in the door. Someone needs to just, you know, set stuff up. Hook up a generator, get the permit or whatever, begin the towering, begin everything to actually run a decentralized internet, and then maybe we can start building some Web 3 action. But I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, Web3 is a tool for scammers. All of it, all the meme coins too. The next decentralized Web3 meme coin. Like, what? Like, there is no Web3. I think Web3 is a term that everyone's just throwing out as saying the future of whatever, but there's no Web3. There's nothing happening with Web3. Web3 is just a term that nobody knows what it really means. That's my 2 cents on Web3. Oh, man. Web3 is gay, Aussie. Internet is the physical infrastructure. Web is the content. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Web3, the content, decentralized content. Kinda, but I still think you need a base decentralized before you start getting into that. It's all Web 4. We're going to be in the Web 5 soon, and we don't even know what happened to Web 3.5. Oh, man. Same old TCP IP to me. Chat is God. Someone with bots makes accounts and sells their sub power. What happened? Something happened? Is something going on? Did I miss something? Something going on in this chat or a different chat? Or I'm all messed up. I don't know what's happening. Just like did I get bot attacked in chat? I thought I have. Maybe I have subscription. Rabid is right. We need decentralized ISP. Yeah, you got to start. You know, you don't build a house that's starting with. Well, some places you start with the roof. Or the middle infrastructure, or whatever, right? You got to start with the foundation. You want to build something strong, you need a strong foundation, the base foundation, and build up from there. You know, you want a big thing, build a big, wide foundation. You don't build a little skinny foundation and then build all sorts of branches of that. You know, that's a good, I wish I knew how to do visual things. That's another thing I really hate about a lot of crypto coins is they want to be the next best thing. They talk about how their chain is the best, and then they go and bridge over to Ethereum, or they bridge over to Binance, or, you know, all these other things. So now you have all these other bridges. Like, why? You're supposed to be the next best thing. You're supposed to have all this awesomeness. Why do you want to start using Ethereum now? Why do you want to pull people to that and stuff? So, you know, that's like starting with the mini pillar, small base, and then branching the middle all across the way. Next thing you know, the wind blows your whole house over and your chain is hacked and bridge falls over. Done. It's like, I don't know, all sorts of crazy stuff. That's another example. I think all those bridges, and that's where majority of a lot of crypto hacks happen, is because you're starting to build the middle and you're not starting at your base, which is your core blockchain. And blockchain, you know, I'm not a blockchain person, as I said earlier, I'm just a dumb miner, but it just makes sense. Start at your base, get it strong, and branch out from there. I see HW134. I have a question on the Talkster. What's going on? What's your question there? Are you still over there? I see ya. What we got? Scafer here in the Twitch. They're saying, yeah, Web3 means I can host a website, but not in one single place. Multiple copies in multiple places. Web3 equals Windows ME. Effin, assume you mean F King. Yes, that's exactly. You're assumed right there, Jock McMiner. How can anyone make money on Ethereum? Mining, investing, it's kind of centralized now, isn't it? Well, you can't mine it at all anyway. Ethereum is done through nodes, so you have to have 32 Ethereum to even run a node to stake it and go there. There's obviously like Ethermine and stuff, which was a large mining pool. They are running their own node, and they think of it like an inode. You can put in some Ethereum and you can stake it. Obviously, there's a lot of partial staking platforms out now, but if you actually wanted to run your own, you would have to buy 32 ETH, stake it up, and then run your node, and it has to have an uptime of a certain percentage, 90 something percent, and if it goes down, then you don't get your rewards and all sorts of crazy stuff. Ethash in general. Oh, or just Ethash. Oh, you mean the algorithm Ethash. So yeah, that's different. So how can anyone make money on Ethereum? So Ethash in general that's an interesting one. It depends on your equipment. The new iPollo, well, obviously they're not making millions of dollars. They're like $1.50 or something. But let's just take a look at iPollos. Like we got the new V2Xs and V2Hs. So let's take a look at the V2X for an example. This is still 8-cent power. Let's go to 12-cent power and see what it looks like. So it's only 37 cents a day, but it is profitable. It's 82 cents if you had free power. But like, look at the power difference here. Like, even if Ethereum was still around today, guys, GPUs would probably not be mining it anymore. You might get a little bit of profit out of it, but it wouldn't. It's going to be fully ASIC. or they probably would have forked or something at this point, you know, because they did consider forking it back in 2020, I believe, but it came down to be that there weren't that many ASICs online. There's only about 10 to 15% of the entire network was ASIC. The rest was entirely GPUs. It was dominated by GPUs. But now, if with these miners coming out now, like Ethereum would be 100% ASIC. There wouldn't be many GPUs on it at all unless you had very cheap power. But like 2.2 gigahash at 165 watts. You know, remember a 3060 Ti was 61 mega hash at 131 watts at the wall. So this is 1.2 gigahash, 1200 mega hash at only 165 watts. An extra 30 watts over a 3060 Ti for insane amount of hash rate. So it all comes down to your power price, obviously, if you're running solar, and the hardware that you have to remain profitability. You have those three things: cheap power, solar, and a very efficient miner. You should be good to go unless you're mining Kaspa. Then you're done for no matter what. Oh, man. 911 Turbo 2002, putting new suspension on it. 911 Turbo, you got all the nice cars. You got all the good stuff there, Itopai. Ozzy, Matt, what kind of... Oh, you going through there, working on the car, or F-Hatch in general. Yeah, those are nice. Those are pretty sweet. I want one. I want one of those. I want a Porsche. How is X5 ASIC doing? Can you load Linux in it like what hackers do to PS4 jailbreak? I don't know. I don't have an X5 ASIC, but I got an X5 CPU box. I'm just messing with you, no name. No, but the X5 isn't an ASIC. It's in an ASIC box, but all it is CPUs. It's a RISC-V, RISC-V CPUs in there, and it's just mining like a normal CPU rig is. ASICs are a natural part of the process. CPU, GPU, FPGA, then ASICs. Yes and no. And, you know, that's a way to look at it. There are algorithms that kind of hinder it, but in theory, no algorithm is truly ASIC. I don't know. Algorithms are ASIC resistant, but none is truly ASIC proof, I guess is the way to put it. Well, RandomX could be... I don't know. They got crazy stuff going on there where, you know, it's up there probably as one of the best algorithms for no ASICs. But like when it comes to any GPU coin that we're mining right now, example like, you know, Ravencoin, as the rumors of the Ravencoin ASIC is coming. Now Ravencoin has X amount of mini algorithms within it, 5 of them. Now what's happening is Bitmain's rumored to talk to the Ravencoin team because they want to make sure it's okay to build this thing and they don't fork, even though we've been told for years and years that since Ravencoin ever released, Kapow is ASIC resistant, we'll never have ASICs, and we'll just change things around if we do. Now it sounds like they kind of turned back on that, maybe because they want to get a Bitmain pump or something, but there does sound like ASICs are coming for Kapow. Ravencoin in general. I'm going to say Ravencoin for now, not Kapow, because yes, ASICs are designed for the algorithms, but as we know with Bitmain, they always limit stuff where they can only mine certain coins. Not all the coins on the algorithm, only certain coins. So it wouldn't surprise me if they release a Ravencoin ASIC that, yes, can mine Kapow for Ravencoin, but can't mine any of the other coins. That could be a thing. I don't know what's going on, like blob sizes or whatever else there is to change in algorithms, nonces or something that determine how the other coins are mining it. Unless they're their straight Ravencoin fork, then they probably work on all of them. But you know, all they got to do is, you know, pretty much an ASIC is taking the hardware, throwing it into a machine, and then they strip every single part out that they absolutely do not need. Like in a GPU, you got your memory and this and that, and, you know, different functions and ports and everything going on in a GPU to do all these things. But an ASIC, they strip all the crap out that's not there. All the inefficient garbage that's not needed to mine that specific algorithm or coin, they get rid of. And that's why an ASIC is more efficient, because you're not dealing with the garbage part of the electronics in a GPU and stuff that's already in there using power, where an ASIC only has the components needed to hash that frickin' algorithm like a beast. So Ravencoin, it's going to be ASIC resistant, but not ASIC proof. Now, by the resistant part, in theory, they say Ethereum was resistant because an ASIC friendly algorithm is something like Kaspa. We have a massive gap between the ASICs and the GPUs and CPUs and so on. ASIC resistance is just kind of close. Now, obviously, they tweaked it out and got better chips by now. Ethash, for an example, they got there's a way larger gap now than there originally was when Ethereum was still around. So anyway, coming back to that, so Ravencoin has like 4 or 5 little algorithms in it. That's why your hash rate kind of changes. It does use some memory as well, I believe. So to make the ASIC for this, they got to figure out what hashes the best on each one of those. Their hash rate does change a bit. So they need to say, all right, we need all these parts for this rotation, that for that rotation, that for that rotation. And they're going to leave all that in. And then they're going to got to throw in some memory and stuff, for that too as well. So it's probably not going to be the cheapest ASIC, but we'll see what happens. They probably get stuff pretty cheap. We'll see how it's priced out and stuff. But they're pretty much going to have all the components to mine those 5 algorithms so it's set and ready to roll at the highest efficiency possible. Now, we're not going to see, based on what I've been hearing, we're not going to see something like we saw with Kaspa. We're not going to go from a GPU to Kaspa and it's going to be, 100x better in hash rate. It is going to be better, but I think it's not going to be anything huge. It's probably going to be more on the X5 terms of things over that, where it's not really that much more efficient than, like we saw with 7950X and stuff. The 212 at 1350 watts or something is about on par as in efficiency, slightly less efficient than actual CPUs, but you're getting a bunch of hash rate in one box is kind of what's going on there. But again, it's to be determined. I don't really know. So I don't think it's going to be a huge thing over the current hardware. It might be a little better, a little efficient, but it's not going to be something like we saw with Kaspa or Lithium. Nothing even close to that. It's going to be part of an ASIC resistance thing where it's going to be on par. At the very worst, it's going to be on par. So we got to remember that, and then maybe slightly better. That kind of makes sense. Oh my gosh, Red Panda Mining's in the house. Crypto mining is dead. All in Fartcoin. Fartcoin, I heard about that. That one didn't that one pump? Someone blew a crap ton of gas in that one, I think, and blew it up to the moon or something, I believe. I think that happened. Didn't it happen? Maybe it didn't happen. I was thinking of something else. Oh, man. RPM meme coins. Speaking of that, Red Panda Mining sold out of all his hardware wallets, and I only sold 13, so I need more people to buy mine. I ordered 5, so 5 of these are mine. And then I got not too many sales of this. So come on, guys. We need to pre-order these up. Order them up ASAP. I'm going to put a link in this so you guys can order them up. Let me see here. I got to find my thing. Okay, I'm going to put a link in here. You guys got to buy these. All of them. I want to see 350 sold out. Because I think you need, how many did you have to sell, Panda, before they printed it? That's 350 before they print them, isn't it? I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they said we needed 350 before they print them and start shipping. So I'm not even sure. I'm at a lake right now, off-road an hour to get here, but still have data. Yeah, nice. Yes, buy all Rabid tandems. 350. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we need 350 of these things sold before we can get them sold. And we only have 13. It's been like this for like 2 months. So guys, come on, help us out. We need to order these up. We need to sell them and get these in our hands. Guys. 'Cause look at that. It's pretty nice. It's got the symbol in the front. It's yellow. On the back side, we got a CPU. We got a GPU. We got an ASIC there. It's got our mining hardware on it. Like, come on. It's a proof of work crypto mining frickin' hardware wallet. Let's go to the moon, please. I'm begging you. Oh man, Delta, you can have them all. I like the yellow. Yeah, the yellow. I want black looked pretty good too, but everything's like black, and then they got all that. So I think the yellow was a little bit different, and it stands out. It kind of goes with the red, also the symbol and everything. Yours is just your logo. Yeah, it took a while. Like, they sent me I just sent them the logo at first, but I was like, you know what? I kind of want to do more to it. And I went through like 3 or 4 different back and forths. And it took a few months till I finally said, okay, yeah, that one I can go with that one. So I was being kind of picky on it. And then we finally got it released. Crypto just went to hell, and everybody already had tangent wallets everywhere, so now nobody wants anymore. So, I took my time to try and get a nice, looking one, but maybe it was just too late. We'll see what happens long term. Hope it rebounds, Rabid. By the way, hey bud, how are you? I don't know. I'm okay. I still gotta go to the dentist. Panda knows all about that aspect. I still gotta go to the dentist and get some work done. For the most part, I'm starting to feel better. I'm starting to eat like a lot less gluten. Also, maybe that was causing it. Maybe I was getting massive acid reflux. I don't really know what all the major issues were, but like what the causes were. But I am starting to feel a little bit better. So let's hopefully knock on wood that it continues to go that way. I still get like some dizzy spells sometimes and, you know, pressure in the head and tight chest and whatnot, but nowhere near as bad as it was and not as often as it was. So we'll see what happens. New teeth now. No, not yet. I haven't done any of that stuff yet. I'm still trying to catch up on bills from February where, you know, because I pay all my stuff because I don't want to pay extra interest because that's just, you're throwing away money there, paying all these interest on things. So like I always pay auto insurance, house insurance, all that stuff yearly. So it's big lump sums. And that all happened in February. So I had massive bills stacked up and I'm still trying to catch up on anything before I even get that dental part done. And that's why I haven't got, you know, the 9950 X3D or anything because I absolutely cannot afford it right now at all because I'm still trying to catch up with all that stuff. So, you know, eventually, hopefully, we'll get things back on track here. We'll get, you know, the teeth stuff done here and then start testing, you know, the new CPUs and stuff. But yeah, right now, can't really do all that. Yes, no more sugar carb pasta. Eat coca leaf. That will make your teeth super strong. 2 KS0 Pros at 300 gigahash each, 500 RTM per day on unminable. Nice. We're all broke except Panda's throwing away money like it's nothing. Hey, didn't you just make like $3,000 on Red Panda trading channel? I saw that tweet. Anyway, thank you for the $13.99 Canadian. That's about 50 cents for you guys in the United States if you're curious. But yeah, we're all broke. It's horrible. What do we got here? 9950X for sale on Marketplace for $450 seems cheap. For 9950X for $450? Yeah, that's like 50% off. That is pretty good. That you better make sure that's not just a box or something. That's a pretty good deal. You know, that's cheaper than the 7950X. That's still coming in at like what, $600 or something? So yeah. But remember I got a 9950X. Obviously, you know, when I refer to the new CPU 9950, it's the 9950X3D that we want to look at. And there's rumors that this thing is actually a beast. I don't know for sure. Let me bring up my Discord. I got to bring up Discord here. I really want to check this one out. Where is it? Yeah, right here. What's the max hash rate you've seen on the 7950 X3D? So as you know, we tested the 7950X X3Ds. Like I never really went to super high levels, but the 9950 X3D in eco mode looks to be pushing about 26 kilohash, 27.3 kilohash here on the high. And that's in eco mode. So I don't know how much power it's actually using. So, you know, we still got to determine that. But like, oh my gosh, I want to get my hands on this so I can play around with it. Look at 57 degrees, 828.6 hashes per thread. You know, 772 on these. These look like less hash than threads here, but that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. But he never mentioned what the power consumption was on those yet. So I don't really know what they are. But damn. For mining, 9950X is more or less same as 7950X. Yes, it is. No, the hash rates wise and stuff they are. The 9950X, though, we did find is more efficient. You can get that negative curve depending on the BIOS version you use. Very freaking low, which, as you know, if you drop your curve down in PBO mode, that is almost like boosting your CPU a bit, but also dropping your power at the same time. So you got to find that nice equilibrium where it doesn't crash. Where initially at first the 9950X, you could drop that curve right down to nothing. It was hardly using any power and maintaining, you know, maybe about 1 kilohash less, around 21 to 21.5 kilohash at like, I don't even know what it was. Really low power. So that was awesome. But the major thing, though, is because, yes, it was a bit more efficient. It was hashing about the same. Is that when they first released, it was an extra $200 or $300 over the 7950X, which made no sense. You know, you're hashing about the same. There's not much efficiency gains on it, but it was a bit more. So it didn't make sense to spend the extra money on the 9950X when you could just get the 7950X. It makes more sense that way. You're getting pretty much the same hash rate, same amount of power. But Now that it's looking like the 9950X is, they're not selling very well. They're probably trying to clear shelves. It's actually cheaper than the 7950. It's funny how that works. Everyone says, oh, the 9000 series sucked. It was a bomb. It was horrible. In theory, yes, it was. But it's mostly because of that price. And now that the 7000 series got hyped up even more, just like older GPUs over 5000 series, people, can't get their hands on them or they cost too much. So now the older stock is kind of going up in price. The 7000 series has maintained its value while they're dropping the price on the 9000 series. So now it makes sense to buy the 9950Xs over the 7950Xs because they're cheaper and they're newer and they're more efficient. So now is the time to buy the 9000, not the 7000, because they're trying to maintain and hold the value because they thought everyone thought it was so much better when it's not. It's just was cheaper at the time when they released. So yeah, crazy stuff. What do we got here? Delta, I'm going to the barn now. Going to the barn. Rabid Tandem order. Jockwick Miner. Nice. We got an order. I wish I had a bell here. I need a bell. Can I have a bell? How about we'll just do the sensor one? Yeah. We'll just do that. Ding, ding. We got an order. What's it? Oh, I got these buttons here. I don't really know what they do. So I'm going to play around with them. Let's try here. Jockwick Miner. Ordered a wallet. What did that sound like? I don't even know. It's called Megaphone. Did it do anything? I don't even know. Not even sure. Monster? What's this? Pitch up, duckling, small robot. I don't know what these are. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Nailed it. Got an applause. That works. I think that one works. Uh-oh, I lost all my stuff now. Oh, crap. Now I don't know where all my... Oh, there we go. We're back on this one. There we go. We got an applause button. That works better, probably. XMRig benchmark top record of 9950X is 28.1 kilohash. That's pretty crazy. I don't know how they do that on some of those some of those benchmarking there. Like, I don't know if they're like liquid cooled or what the heck's going on, but they got some pretty high numbers. Obviously, they get some super expensive good RAM, and they tweak the crap out of that manually. And then they do some other things too. They don't have the power in there though, do they? Do they show the power? It's probably only hit that hash rate for like 1 second, and then the power supply blew up or it overheated and melted or something. Extra rig back here with that. Need more AI rigs. 9950X. Here we come. X3D now, Panda. X3D. That's the newest and latest. You're already behind. I'm just kidding. No, 9950X because it's on sale. We just talked about that. Duh. Anyway, yeah, I'm thinking of that too. Crypto mining is getting rough. I've never tried Vast or anything, so I'm really thinking about maybe I should try that. But it comes down to what it's making. My power price also sucks. I think I'm at 12 cent USD power, 15.5 cent Canadian, 16 cents, depending on how much power I use. So that sucks. We'll just have to see what happens. Don't be a cheapskate, Panda. Get the X3Ds. Oh, another rumor. Did you guys hear? I don't know. Is it going to be the 10,000 series or the 11,000 series when it comes to the consumer grade CPUs? But supposedly, the next gen, it's still going to be AM5. So it should be the last year of AM5 would be next year's CPUs. But AMD's, their biggest, baddest beast is the 16-core, 32-thread. Sounds like their next one, big boy, is going to be a 32-core 64-thread. You imagine a 32-core 64-thread consumer-grade CPU, pushing 4.5 gigahertz base clock? That would be freaking amazing. That would be nice. That's going to compete. That'd be better, in theory. That could be better than Epic 7551s, especially if they add all the 3D VCatch in to double that up over the 64 cores so you can fully utilize that CPU. That would be better than those Epic 7551s for a long shot, because you got almost double the core per, double the speed per core, and you're probably going to run a fair bit more efficient as well. So, that's pretty huge. But one thing to keep in mind here is that was also very early rumors for the current 9000 series, is that they were going to see 32 cores. And then last minute when they started releasing or showcasing chips, the 32 core was scrapped and it was back to only the 16 core. So now we're seeing those 32 core rumors emerge again very early on. So there is a good possibility that when they release AM5, the final gen here, because it's going to be the third year here, they said it's for 3 years, and we'll move on to AM6, that we will see, you know, they're saying we'll see that 32 core. So if they do scrap it, I do think we will see that for AM6. And honestly, I think the next major upgrade for CPUs will be in AM6, as we saw with the 3 and 5000 series. AM4, we didn't see that base clock increase or anything. They did the exact same thing with the 9000 series to the 7000 series that they did with 5000 to 3000. Is all they did was pretty much drop the base clock a little bit, and then they kind of boosted the boost clock up a little bit. So, and that's what we saw here. So I'm assuming that we're either going to see the same or yet another base clock nerf on the next gen, and then possibly a boost. But I think the next major boost in terms of CPU mining and CPUs to wait for is going to be AM6. The first gen AM6 always seems, first gen seems to be best. 3000, 7000, and then the first, whatever they end up calling the AM6. I think that's when our next big boost in CPUs is going to be. And I can't wait for that, but that's at least 2 years away. All right, with 32 cores, it will break motherboards. Well, obviously, they're going to have a new standard for motherboards, but we'll see what happens there. As well, yeah. Yeah, I think AM6 would make more sense, because they're going to probably do a new chip design and motherboard design and stuff for that. AM6 makes more sense to release that 32 core, I think, because, you know, new AM6 motherboards and socket designs and all sorts of stuff. So that makes more sense to me. So I would probably count out the 32 core for the next gen release. I would wait 2 gens probably. But again, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they will release it. Maybe they fall back something in between 24, 48 thread. Maybe even 24 core consumer grade would be awesome. Something bigger than 16. You know, even 20 core 40 thread would be good in my mind. You know, just something more over that. I feel like I'm in a weekly stand-up. Ripad on mine. Unfortunately, I can't run deep-end devices where I live. I can't have any outdoor equipment. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Imagine a retro mic could have outdoor equipment. His lawn would probably look like it got speared to death. Oh, man. New motherboards are going to start looking like server boards with passive heat sinks and case fans ripping at 8,000 RPM. Well, yes and no. Like, these are things to look at, but we also got to think, you know, you would think cooling technology should get better as well, wouldn't it? You know, better heat sinks, maybe better materials, better designs. You know, you can't just evolve the chips. You got to evolve the way you build the cooling solutions as well. But, you know, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Who knows? Who knows? More on a daily scrum meeting. Craziness. Anyway, guys, we've been here for a little while here, though. I'm debating I might have to go to town. I'm not sure yet. Panda's out camping, so that's awesome. Hopefully he's having fun. Everyone get out there. Buy them Rabid Tangent wallets. Okay, we need to hit that 350 mark here, but I'm going to wrap this one up. I do appreciate everyone for showing up to this stream. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.
Rabid out.